Welcome to Juris Edge Academy's YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to discuss the most neglected area of CLAT PG preparation. If you're preparing for CLAT PG exam of 2022, you must be wondering whether the subjective portion will be asked in the 2022 exam or not. Since the last time the CLAT authorities tested this area was in 2019, and for the last 2 years, only the objective part is being asked in the CLAT PG examination. So most candidates who are preparing for this exam are confused whether this area is going to be included in the examination or not. And this is the reason as to why this area is the most neglected area and also something which you should focus on if you're going to be appearing for the 2022 attempt. Now, before we start discussing about what will happen in 2022, let's quickly take a look at what happened in 2019 when the subjective portion was actually tested. So, since the last 2 years, that is in 2020 and in 2021, the reason as to why subjective portion was excluded from the examination was because it was not possible to conduct the examination given the COVID guidelines. But now that most of the exams are happening as per their pace and in the schedule that they happen, this is why the prediction is that in 2022 subjective portion will be included, because the exclusion of the subjective portion was a last minute decision that was taken in 2021 and in 2020. So this time we can safely predict that subjective portion is actually going to be asked. Now, assuming that subjective portion is going to be included in your 2022 examination, let's quickly take a look at what happened in the 2019. So 2019 was the first time after a long gap when subjective questions were a part of the CLAT PG examination. There were 2 questions that the students had to answer, each of 25 marks each. Now what happened in 2019 was that the subjective portion actually became the decisive factor as to how well you are going to score and what is going to be your rank in the merit list. Subjective portion actually resulted in great disparity in the range of marks, wherein candidates scored as well as 15 out of 25, which was considered to be a really good score, and some candidates also scored as less marks as 5 to 6 out of 25. So as you can see, there was a great disparity in the range of marks depending on the kind of answers that the candidates are writing. So naturally, somebody who is well prepared with subjective answer writing had a greater advantage, not just in the subjective part but in the overall score as well. So the objective portion was something which was overshadowed by the subjective part, and people who had better answer writing skills had a significant advantage. So this is why we feel that the subjective portion and the preparation of the subjective part is something which most candidates do not enter into, assuming that since they are already preparing for this exam, so they will naturally be able to write on this area as well. However, this is of course not true, and therefore you should definitely start paying attention to the subjective portion as well. You should start answer writing preparation right now. Worst comes to worst, what can happen is that subjective portion may not be included in the 2022 examination. But if it is included, then you will be at a significant disadvantage, and therefore you should start practicing answer writing from right now. Second important thing that you can do is read the legal news more mindfully. So since you are already reading legal news for your comprehension based passages, it is important to start reading legal news mindfully, in the sense that start paying attention to legal articles, columns, opinions. You may also refer to some newspapers like the Hindu or the Indian Express for understanding the ongoing legal situations and their analysis as well. The third thing that you should do is you should familiarize yourself with the science behind writing a good scoring answer. So writing a good answer is not just about your content. It is of course mostly about your content of the answer, but it is also about the other things that you do while writing an answer. So you should focus on understanding what makes for a really good answer that can get you the maximum marks out of a question. So here are some important tips that you should focus on while preparing for this portion. One and the most important tip, which will help you not just here but in your objective portion as well, is being well read. Now, there is no substitute to being well read and well familiarized with the legal concepts and the legal news and the recent developments that are happening. Second is learn to structure your answer. Writing long paragraphs, lengthy answers is not the correct way to go. You have to structure your answer. You have to divide your answer in subparts so as to make it more pleasant and easy to read as well as mark. So learn to structure your answer. Have divisions, proper divisions in your answer to make sure the examiner catches whatever you have written. Third important tip is mix your perspectives. If it is a question on constitutional law, it is okay to also talk about some jurisprudential aspect or comparative international law position. So you do not have to be restrictive only to the kind of question that is being asked or your perceived understanding of where this question is from. Use your imagination and try to bring in a holistic point of view while answering your questions. Fourth thing is, of course, use case laws. In a legal answer, case laws have a lot of weightage. So if you're writing on anything, make sure that you supplement it with at least 1 or 2 landmark cases. And if you know of any recent developments that have happened, then make sure to add them as well. Last thing, which is something which most candidates ignore, is be legible. Make sure that your handwriting is clean and tidy and it is easy to read and understand. So these are some important tips which you can keep at the back of your mind while preparing for answer writing. Lastly, we have 2 important announcements to make. The first one is with respect to a 3-day free workshop that Jurisearch Academy is organizing from 7th to 9th January 2022. The registration is free and it is a workshop with respect to all and any of your career related questions, or how to prepare for LLM entrance exams, or what happens after LLM entrance exams, or in general, how to navigate your career after LLB and after LLM. The second important announcement is the launch of our LLM crash course for the 2022 batch, which is starting from 3rd January 2022. The registrations are now open. The link for both of these announcements is in the description box. So if you like this video, please like and share and subscribe to our YouTube channel.